us as young people to expose injustice anywhere and to fight injustice whenever it comes. And we have the legal minds to actually take the matter further and to assist others that will follow us who have been victims of circumstances where state machinery has been used for political reasons. I think we are on the right track.
Are you hopeful that that application, once it sits, will vindicate you? That this is, of course, nothing but a political ploy, as I said.
Well, I think the process itself, from the beginning of the bail application last week, has already showed positive signs that look, there was abuse of state machinery, and it's not the first time where state machinery have been abused. If you're a South African, will know how state machinery has been abused in the past. It's unfortunate that it is continuing, and young people are a target now of the abuse of state machinery. We will be vindicated. The process itself from the beginning, now that it has started, it is showing a lot of positive signs. And we will continue to hold the ground look, we'll continue fighting for what we believe that it is justified, like the cause that we are pushing. No amount of repression and state abuse machinery that will be used against us to actually deter our cause. Well, exams, from the beginning of the protest, we have never said that we don't want to write exams. Actually, we have always been saying that we are for academic excellence, and academic excellence is the exams at the end. But all we have been saying is that we will write exams once our demands have been met. Negotiations are continuing at VETS. From the beginning, when we were released on Wednesday, we've been in meetings with the VETS management for the past 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we were in a meeting. And today, before I came to court, the university sent me an email to say they have a decision on what we had asked them. And one of the things that we had asked from the university was to provide 2 sittings of sets of examination, in that those who are not ready to write now must be given an opportunity to write in January. And the university have said they are ready. They have taken that decision because, remember, an urgent Senate meeting was called over the weekend, and only Senate can take that decision. And we are very much positive that the university will respond to the affirmative and agree to our demands. So from there, we will guarantee a peaceful examination. But it will all depend on the response. But in the negotiations went well. I would say that we were in agreement. We were able to state our case clear as to why we are requesting that they give us 2 sittings. Because psychologically, and the ground itself, the hostility and the police repression, and the fact that our people were not able to go to libraries. There was a curfew after 10, and then buses from other residences were stopping at 8 p.m. So it means students were not given adequate time to prepare for exams. And some of you would know that during exams, it's a critical time where you want to cross night, people sleep at 9 in libraries. But the ground was not conducive for that. So we pleaded along those lines, and that 7 weeks was disturbed. Not to say that we are victims of our own doings, but we engaged and we negotiated, and the university was in agreement. As they called the Senate meeting. I hope that there will be 2 sittings. Definitely, I will write exams. As you know that I am a postgraduate, and I am influenced by my legal team, the advocate. As you have seen today, we are displaying a power and black excellence in the legal field, in that black lawyers have been marginalized for a long time. And we continue to call for other politicians to stop undermining black jurists, for those ones who have been enjoying the hegemony in the field, like your white advocates and lawyers. Today we are displaying black excellence in the legal field and the gender balance. As you have seen today, we brought a female advocate to say we are displaying power in my legal team and promoting black excellence. I think I am also motivated that probably the advocate, once I graduate with my postgraduate, I will go and serve articles there. That's the call. But another very important thing on the issue of the charges that I feel that I would like to bring to the public itself is the abuse of the law itself in general. Who does the law serve? Was the law made for us black people? Is the Constitution anti-black? Who makes the law? Who defines a criminal? Who defines criminality? Is it the thief or the victim? Those are the questions that the public must be answering when we deal with issues of the law. Who defines a thief? And is it the thief or the victim? It takes us back to the issue of the capture of the state. When we plead with the issue of the state capture, we talk about the abuse of the state machinery like the NPA, where it brings political charges to students and people who are trying and questioning the status quo. Then the question must be, who defines land invasion? Is it the invader or the dispossessed? Those are the questions that South Africans must begin to ask themselves so that we can understand what is taking place here. Who defines land invasion? Who defines a thief? So that's why we are here, because according to the ICC and the G8, the invader defines land invasion. The victim defines what is criminality and what is the thief. So to defend white monopoly capital and white privilege, we are victims of circumstance that we are challenging the status quo and the abuse of and the marginalization of black people. But we will continue to speak on black pain and other issues that are affecting our people in black emancipation.
Okay, my question is this. Yesterday there was a meeting with
We have started the process. We have written to the NPA in which we have posed certain questions to them. So the process has started. We foresee within a period, within a month or two, we will have launched the proceedings, also subject to the NPA's responses.
Let's just add some clarity to why you're launching this application. Of course, this would relate to the meeting that took place at Luthuli House, which you feel is enough to state that the charges against your client are politically motivated. Please come back to your position. Thank you.
It's not necessarily to say that there has been an admission when the NDPP had answered the meeting, what was the purpose of the meeting he had at Luthuli House. He said it was to discuss how the state should deal with the issue of fees, of hashtag fees must fall process and the protests. So it is from their own mouth. We are not making an allegation, we are merely taking them up on what they have on record, they have disclosed or have placed on record before the people of South Africa.
Sorry, which court would this be that you...
The application to stay the proceedings will be the High Court.
Johannesburg,
South Gauteng High Court, yeah.
Okay. Are we happy, Mcebo? Can we have you, please?
Thank you.
Mcebo, you've always maintained that the charges against you are politically motivated. Certainly today, as you plan to bring this application to the High Court, you're adamant that this was nothing but a political ploy to keep you out of campus.
Well, definitely. We have always said that, look, we
Sorry, can you start again? Sorry about that.
Okay,
all right.
good. Thank you. Well, we have always said and maintained that, look, we are not criminals, and we have never been involved in any criminal act. I think that the legal team here and their representation is a true reflection of what transpired.